Hello. It feels like it's been a while because it has been. Obviously, I've been taking care of Blueberry because it got worse, but it's finally better. And these past few weeks have been very difficult because I love Blueberry and I stayed up almost every single night and woke up at the crack of dawn every single day to keep an eye on him. So I neglected myself a lot, neglected my mental health, haven't been able to film or keep up with my socials or even just keep up with me and like what I like to do, which is like journaling and reading and, you know, just romanticizing life. But my family flew in to help me. So fortunately I got some help and I finally got some rest and Blueberry's finally doing well. I know he's gonna make a full recovery, which is very, very exciting. So today's focus is reconnecting with myself, and I thought, why not film it? Because somebody did DM me about guided journaling, asking if I could give an example or like a step-by-step to journaling because it's they find it easier to learn that way. So I was like, why not? Why not journal and maybe we can journal together. I put on my favorite PJs so that I could be really, really comfy. I turned up the AC because it was freezing in here and it's quiet and the lights are dim. So I set myself up for comfiness and peace. So pause, put on some comfy clothes or get a cozy drink, get out your journal or just listen and get inspired. But yeah, do this with me. Feel free to do this with me. Sorry, I keep scratching. So the first thing I want to start with today, because I really need it and I've been really hard on myself these past few weeks, is a love letter to myself, highlighting the things that I can't see right now because my mind has been very clouded by all the things that have happened. If he gets into the fridge or into that gap, I hope he doesn't. Yeah, I've only seen like things to be worried about. So I haven't seen the good in a bit. Like obviously I'm like, this is all for a reason. Everything works out in my favor. This is gonna pass and this is teaching me something. And I mean, I'm honestly glad that Blueberry ended up in my hands because with the amount of things that came wrong with him, like I don't think he would have survived in anyone else's hands. So I'm very, very glad he ended up in mine. So I'm very grateful that that he's here and he's here with me and that I got to solve his problems. So I just need to remind myself, I think, of the love that I have for myself and the good things about myself because I haven't. I'm not a person that complains and I've been complaining because I feel like I haven't slept and I haven't exercised and I've eaten nothing but pastries because I'm so like, that's the only thing that could give me like quick energy and dopamine. So I've essentially created a recipe for disaster. So mentally I'm just like horrible every single day. But so it's just been dark. I've just been complaining. I don't feel good in my body. Everything seems like it's going wrong. And obviously no matter how spiritual you get, you always get these, you know, moments in life and these phases in life. But for that reason, you know, hopefully, I mean, maybe you can understand, maybe you've gone through something similar this week where you're hard on yourself, or even this month, or even this year, maybe you've been hard on yourself and you need to just give yourself a little grace because you are trying your best and you know you are. So I'm gonna try and write this out loud. I've never done like a journaling thing out loud. loud, but I'm gonna do it now. So I'm gonna title it and say, I love you, Nema. I love you, Nema, with the heart. And I love this because it's documentation. And you can always look back on these things and you're like, oh, that's so sweet. So what's the date today? The 19th. Okay, let's do August 19th, 2025. So I know exactly what day I wrote this. Love it. And the subject is love letter. I just have a thing that's you fill in at the top, so that's the only reason I'm putting the subject. So this is what it looks like so far. I love you, Nema. Usually I journal whatever pops into my head. It feels like universe download because it's sometime not consciously me. I'll start consciously and then it'll just like come to me what I need to write or what I need to read or what I need to think of, whatever. So let me start consciously. No. Guys, he just started. And like the thing that they do before they do it is circle, and he's running in circles around me. Stop. I love you. Okay, let's see. Let's start with you are okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay because you're here. You always will be. You hold everything together. So bravely. Your strength is, let's see a good word here. Incredible. You are doing your best. And that's all that matters. You don't have to be perfect. But you are. I love you. And I always will. I care for you. And I always will. I want you to be okay. Always. And I always will. Never forget that I'm on your side. always be okay because I'm here. You deserve the world. And I'm going to give it to you. Let go and trust. Everything is working out in your favor. Just being is enough. Just being you is enough. Because you are magic. You are an angel. You are love. This world needs you. I love you, Nema. Love, Nema. I hope that within those gaps, you're able to write some nice things about yourself. But I'm going to read the final letter now. Off the dome. Okay. It says, I love you, Nema. You are okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay because you're here. You always will be. You hold everything together so bravely. Your strength is incredible. You are doing your best, and that's all that matters. You don't have to be perfect, but you are. I love you, and I always will. I care for you, and I always will. I want you to be okay, always, and I always will. Never forget that I'm on your side. It will always be okay because I'm here. You deserve the world, and I'm going to give to you. Let go and trust. Everything is working out in your favor. Just being is enough. Just being you is enough because you are magic. You are an angel. You are love. This world needs you. I love you, Nema. Love, Nema. What you doing? So obviously writing love letters to yourself is good because not only do you get to write it, you also get to read it. And a lot of the time when it's off the dome, it's stuff that you need to hear. And when I say you, I'm talking to myself. When I say I will always be by your side, I will always be by your side, I'm telling myself I will always be there for me. And that I'm never going to leave myself because it's impossible to leave myself. So just reminding myself that really brings me back to me and remembering that I'm never going to be alone because I have me. And it's always going to be okay because I have me and I care about myself and I love myself. And that is the foundation of everything. Because a lot of the time when it gets, ew. It's okay, it's normal for bunnies. They need fiber. But a lot of the times when it gets really dark, I forget that I'm on my own team. Like, my mind feels like it's attacking itself, and all I can see is how things aren't working out, or all the things that I am worried about. And forget that I'm on my side. I forget that I'm holding on. The person holding on is me. The person being strong for every situation is me. And the person trying their best is me. Because I always blame myself for things. So it's good to let yourself know that it's okay, girl, or it's okay. I'm here for you, and I'm never gonna leave. Like, that's something that I've really been thinking about, like, the past couple of years is like, like, I'm always gonna be by my side. Like, how can anything or anyone stop me if I have me and I control and I create and I either let things in or I block things from coming in, like negativity, you know? So I am the commander of my post, or what's it called? The guard. I am the soldier. I don't know what it is, but I command. I'm in control. So I protect myself, and I don't even realize it a lot of the time. So if you're even thinking in your favor, like thinking that you want to get better, thinking that you want to feel better, or thinking that you just want to be happy, or thinking that you want to live the life of your desires, if you're even thinking about these things, you already care for yourself and you already love yourself. And that's like a hard thing to compute sometimes when you're blaming yourself for not doing those things. But just you entertaining those thoughts means you already love yourself and care for yourself. Because the things that you're doing for you, like, imagine you were thinking these things out loud to your friend. You know, like, I want you to be okay. You know, I just want you to be happier. Like, how can I make you happier? Or like, I want to do my best for you, or I want to make sure that you succeed. You would be the most supportive friend ever. You know, like, all the things that you even beat yourself up about, if you phrase it nicely to your friend, you'd be the bestest friend ever. And I think it gets really clouded sometimes that we're doing that. Like, we don't think about that much, how even just thinking these things is a way and form of caring for ourselves. So it's nice to write these things. And I want to move forward, obviously, and for the rest of the month, refreshed, and I want to achieve everything that I know my highest self is. Like, I know my highest self has done things that I'm currently dreaming of. So all I need to do is feel it now, embody it now, and I will feel it now. And when I feel it now, I believe it and I receive it. So how can I formulate these feelings right now, right this second? How can I formulate feelings of having a peaceful, amazing, gorgeous life right now, even though I already do? So the way of doing it is I always do a gratitude list. Like, when I need to really check what it is I have around me, because everything is getting so foggy, you know, and like, sometimes we think so much about where we want to go that we don't realize how far we've come. So noting how far we've come, or even just noting how blessed we are, even when it feels like everything is against us, it always helps. And changing your perspective from one of discouragement to gratitude changes your vibration. And when you change your vibration, your life changes. So I'm ready to change my vibration. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to change it. And I know that this was all just lesson. It honestly taught me that I really need to take care of myself, and that I can't stop my life when things get hard, because stopping my life has made things extra difficult, and I didn't have to stop my life. I didn't have to stop doing the things that I love, or stop taking care of myself just because I want to make sure he's okay, or because things are tough, you know, like taking care of myself is the most important thing in the world. So I need to remember to put myself first as much as possible. So that's what I've learned. But so let's do a gratitude list right now. Let me start with some things that they just pop into my head. Let's see, and then we'll go down the list. I usually just go off the dome. Right now, I'm grateful for my PJs. Grateful for, and like I'll put I'm grateful for ... and I'll just write a list. My PJs. Getting my nails done today. My family. They're in town helping me with Blueberry. The food I got to eat. My desk. My computer. My strength. That I'm alive. That I can use my hands to write. I got to exercise today. I'm young. I am able-bodied. I'm gonna be so jealous of that when I'm like 100. I have wonderful friends. I have the best boyfriend ever. Blueberry's okay. Because I'm his mom. Just running around, I love it. That I can smile. That I can feel. That I'm living my dreams. I have water to drink. I have a comfy bed. I can breathe. I'm like annoyed of how loud my refrigerator is, but I'm grateful I can hear. Grateful I can see and read and write. I'm grateful that my life has gone the way it has. I'm gonna put my bunny one more time because my bunny is the best. Makes me so happy. You're so cute. I'm so grateful I'm happy right now. I'm so grateful I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that at this moment I feel peace. I thought someone was coming. Weirdly enough, I'm grateful life is hectic. Because then it means I'm never bored. I do not like being bored. I'm grateful for all the decor I have in my room. It makes me so happy. It makes life so fun. Oh, Flippery's doing the cutest thing over there. Because I have my plushies. This is my favorite Pokemon. I have a unicorn right here. I love unicorns. And then Monty got me these bunnies because I love bunnies. I'm so grateful for love. That I feel love. That love is within me. That I can do anything. Did I already put that I'm living my dreams? Yeah. I did. Oh my god, my back hurts. So grateful for pain. It makes the joy so much better. Everything. That I love myself. That I care for myself. That I'm divinely protected. And that everything is working out in my favor. And then I'll usually go into listing things that I just love. I'll go books, spirituality, the color pink, the color gold, pretty paintings, flowers, bellflowers, strawberries, Erewhon, cute pencils, cute cups, just anything that makes me happy. I'll go into listing those things as well, because then I'm just like, oh my god, life is so fun, and I get to at least perceive the things that I love too, like romance movies, funny shows, hugging, kissing, having conversations, just all the things in life that I do on a daily basis that I may complain about, like driving a car in LA. I don't like driving, but I'm grateful that I have a car and that I know how to drive and that I'm a safe driver. I'm a scared driver, so I think I'm a safe driver. Maybe I'm not that safe, I don't know. But all these things, once you get the ball rolling, everything kind of seems like another thing to add to the list, which is really important when things don't seem to be going well, you know? So I hope that this gave a good example of a gratitude list, and that you also got to write some things, hopefully, or at least know how to write things going forward. And that's usually the steps that I take, is that I have to get myself into a feel-good state so that I can manifest the life of my dreams, so that I can get on the right vibration to achieve the things that I want to achieve and walk towards the life I know I deserve. Because to get there, you have to feel good to start acting in that direction. Like you will only start acting when you feel confident enough to take the leap. You will only start doing when you feel confident enough to start acting. And sometimes you can do it with immense pressure. Sometimes you can do it with like hating yourself into doing it. Everybody has their own method, okay? And I am not judging. But for me, this is what works. It's like I have to feel good. I have to feel confident. I have to feel like the weight off my shoulders. I have to feel the breath of fresh air. And this was especially important for me, this process, when I was still living in a toxic household. And I was not positive in any regard. Like I really needed to look at the good things that life also served, because life serves bad and then life serves good. You know, it's said that there's no such thing as good or bad, it's just your perception of it. But what you see comes down to what you feel and what you think. So if you want to see the good, you got to get the ball rolling in the good department. So you have to feed yourself some good thoughts and some good feelings, and you'll start to see the good all around you. And that is quite lovely. I love that I can just change my vibration like that. And in the book The Secret, it also says, like, when you notice yourself going down a bad hole or down a negative route, to change your vibration quickly without consciousness or like forcing yourself, is like you can listen to your favorite song, or you can go to your happy place mentally. You can call the person that you love, or you can watch your favorite show, or you can put on your PJs and light a candle or like play your favorite game, but like romanticize it while you're doing it, because you know that you're doing it with intention. You know, sometimes a lot of our actions are super mindless, but sometimes you just have to sit there and be like, this is nice. I like this right now. And then it becomes a happy moment. Like you can choose when moments are happy, and it's sometimes all it takes is just your awareness that it's a nice moment. You know, it's just awareness that things are okay right now, or things are calm right now, or everything's okay right now. Because it can feel like the whole world is falling on top of us. There's an airport near me, so it's always loud. Like the whole world is crashing and burning, especially when you're stuck on a loop in your mind. I mean, I've experienced this so many times. Like literally nothing could be happening in my physical reality, but I am stuck in a thought pattern that is so negative that everything feels like shit. And like only this exists, like nothing else. There's like no beauty, no love, no nothing. Like I am living in here and it is fucked. So like sometimes you need to kind of like clock it and be like, huh, okay, it's okay right now. Everything is okay right now. And it's okay that I'm feeling these things. It's okay that I'm crying. It's okay that I'm feeling pain. Pain makes the happy moments even happier. And this is all for something. And everything happens for a reason. And I know this is gonna work out in my favor somehow. I just can't see it yet. Because that's how life always goes. All the worst moments are like, why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? And then you see the reason later on. You see why it happened later on. So just gotta trust that sometimes and like call it out for what it is. Let's see. For manifestation wise, I have I'll like the last time I like really put an intention in like manifesting something specific, it's been a while. because I think it has become an automatic thing for me, is that I don't like to, what's it called, get super specific on something, because I know that there's so much that I want to do. So sometimes I just like entertain an idea long enough mentally for me to finally be like, okay, today's the day I'm gonna do it. So for example, YouTube was one of those things where it's like, I talked about doing this for probably a whole year. I talked about it with my friends, my boyfriend, and then weeks leading up to making this video, I was entertaining it a little bit more, and then I started seeing reasons why it was important for me to do it. And I saw people being themselves, and how being yourself is so beautiful, and how the world needs you to be yourself because it helps other people feel seen. Because, you know, seeing somebody be human helps others, just period. Like, you being you helps others, always. So I started seeing all these things, and then I kind of negated all the, this has to be perfect, or I need the perfect audio, or I need the perfect camera. And like, obviously I want to improve, but like, I just needed to do it because the importance of doing it and helping was more important than what I think about myself, how I look, how I sound, what I'm wearing, what the background looks like. Like, the message is way more important, and it's bigger than me. So I did it. And that just took like a lot of mental entertainment. I saw the outcome though. So I saw the outcome really clearly. I knew what it looked like. Every single time that I thought about YouTube, I knew exactly what I would be doing. I could see it very clearly, that I would just talk about a topic and post it. Talk about a topic and post it. So I knew what it looked like. I just had to form it and mold it. I knew that I was like, okay, I can make it easy by filming on my photo booth, on my computer. And I entertained that thought long enough and saw it clearly enough until it finally just became an action that I did, and it felt natural. It didn't feel out of the ordinary. So I would say like visualization is more so the way that I've been manifesting lately. It's like, I see the end product. I think he just sneezed. Bless you. That's his first sneeze I've ever heard. You're so cute. I'm gonna check if that's okay that he sneezed. But I see the end result and I entertain it. I entertain the end result. I don't entertain what if this, or like, is it gonna happen, or like the steps even into taking it. I don't plan it from step 1 to 10. I don't like plot. I don't focus on the process, really. I don't focus on like, but how is it gonna happen, and like what videos I'm gonna make, or like this or that or whatever. I see the end result. That there's oh my god, there's videos being made of the things that I'm interested in, and I'm just talking about it. I'm just talking about it and putting it out there, talking about it, putting it out there. And I mean, that has always worked throughout my life, is like, I see the end result. Before, it was like crushes that I wanted to be with whenever I was like 15, 16. I would see me being with them, and then poof, I'm with them. Or living in LA, I would see myself going to LA, and then boom, I'm there. And then I would see myself like in successful circles, and boom, I'm there. I see even like the GPA that I wanted in college, and then boom, I'm there. You know, so because if you're stuck in the process, stuck in the planning, it's really difficult to get there quickly. But if you entertain the end result, it'll happen so naturally, and you don't limit yourself to one way. Because when you plan so meticulously, you kind of are like, okay, this is the only way that it can happen, and I can't stray away from that. But I mean, the creating process of like creating your life it varies. Like, it can take a million forms to get to where you want and get the result that you want. And I didn't know any of the things that I have in my life would come in the way that they did. I just saw that they were going to happen, and then I welcomed every possibility. So you have to welcome every possibility when it comes to this stuff. You can't just be like, no, but I have to do this. Like, I need plan. I need a plan. I need to know exactly how it's going to happen, or else I logically can't see it. So then it's not going to happen. You don't have to logically see anything. You just have to know that it's there and entertain the idea that it's achieved and that it's your reality. Just entertain it. Entertain it. And then welcome any possibility that comes. Because if you plan it in one way and then somebody's like, oh, like, hey, like I can do this for you, or like, oh, like this would be really great for you, you're going to say no to them even if it gets you to where you want, because it's not the way that you planned. So that's why it's like, entertain the end result and you will take any avenue to get there. You're going to see that person be like, hey, you should do this, and be like, actually, that's a really good idea, because then maybe it'll take me to what I want. Or sometimes you'll just naturally take it and it'll take you to where you want. So that's how I've been manifesting as of late. I'm not like writing down in my journal, like, I will write gratitude lists down. I will write love letters down, and I will mentally entertain the things that I want down. But I'm not like, I'm so grateful for this pink car or whatever, and then I get it. Even those things are mental now because they're so automatic. I'm like, I want free fruit, or I want a free journal. I told you those things came true whenever I was just like, okay, let's put this wish out into the world and see how I get it. Like sometimes you can just wish for things and they'll come if you just like trust. So, but I do want to do like a step-by-step like manifestation thing. Let's see. So the way that I did do it whenever I was consciously writing it, because the reason it's become automatic is because I've done it so many times, written word-wise, is like, I am so grateful that blank. Or I am so happy and grateful that blank. Or let's see. I can't believe blank is finally here. Or is here. I am so blessed that blank. And all these blanks are things that I want, right? So in this game of life, you have to believe that what you want is what your future self has. What you want is what you want because you deserve it. It's your dream because it's meant to come true for you. You know, your dream is so specific and so you, and it is your desire because you are meant to achieve it. So all these things that you want is something that your future self, your highest self, already has. So it's already in your timeline. It's already in your path. There is nothing that can take you away from it, but there is a way to bring it closer to you and to enjoy the process of getting there. So this is what that is. So I am so grateful that blank. That used to be, I am so grateful that I live in LA. That used to be, I am so grateful that money comes easily and frequently. I am so grateful that I make money in my sleep. I am so grateful that I have a following, or I have great friends. I am so happy and grateful that I feel loved by everyone around me. I am so happy and grateful that people see me for who I am. And I can't believe my dream life is here. I can't believe all my wishes come true. Like, I am so blessed that I'm living a happy life, and that happiness is my default. Like, all of these things were things that I used to write, and even none of those things were present in my current reality whenever I first wrote them. And now they are all true. So I know for a fact that everything that I wanted and everything that I wished for was stuff that was that I already was capable of. And these thoughts and this imagination is happening in my brain because it's supposed to be my life. So whatever you feel inspired to do, start to have faith today that it's your future. It's not an if, it's your future, because this is your life and it's your desire. And the reason it's in your mind is because it's your future. It's because it's what you're meant to achieve. It's because you're gonna do it. You're seeing it because you're gonna do it. Every idea, everything comes from an idea. And every idea that's executed is now something we see in the physical world. Literally everything. I just said this in another video. Cups, plushies, a mouse, a computer. All of these were things in the imagination before they became real things. And these ideas popped into these people's minds because it was their future. It was their creation. It was their thing to invent. It was their destiny, you know? So the things that are in your head right now are the things that you're supposed to, that you are meant to live. So if that's a beautiful life in paradise and you only want to live on beaches, or you want to make a living traveling, or you want to be an influencer, or you want to be an engineer at this company, or you want to be the CEO of your own company, whatever these things are, they're your future. Have that faith today. Everything that you want is your future. And the way to bring that feeling here and now is to write it in these forms. I am so grateful that blank, in the present tense, I am so grateful that I am the CEO of my own business. I am so happy that I make 6 figures blank, a year, a month, whatever. Like, all of these things you are capable of. So start getting crazy with your imagination. Like, I have to make a separate video on this because I have to, but be delusional as possible, because delusion will get there. It's only delusional and crazy until it's true. Anybody who's a genius can tell you that. Anybody who's achieved any of their dreams can tell you that. It's only delusional until it's true. It's only delusional until it becomes reality. And then everybody's like, damn. Like, phones being invented, delusional. Electricity, delusional. Planes, delusional. Until people made it true. Somebody holding their breath underwater for 7 minutes, delusional, until somebody did it. Or a 4-minute mile. I think that was like a thing in Atomic Habits. It's like a 4-minute mile was impossible until one person did it, and then everyone else did it. So if I'm saying, for whatever you want, there's probably an example already out there. But if you're the first person to think of whatever you're thinking of or whatever you're dreaming of, be the example. Do the thing. Because you are meant to. You are meant to achieve what you want in one way or another, okay? No matter what, you are meant to be happy. You are meant to live a life of fulfillment and joy and peace and love. And you will learn also to welcome the dips and the lows once you develop this well-rounded, fulfilled life, you know? Because now I'm just like, damn, I like crashed out really hard these past few weeks. Like, it's been horrible. Like, my mental's been insane, but I have now, and now is okay. So yeah, this is, oh my God. The last time I looked at how long this video was, it said 19 minutes. I thought 30 minutes max. I am so sorry. I will stop yapping. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know what you journal about. I want to know all your dreams. Make your wishes. Put it out into the universe. Speak it into existence, because I promise you, you are meant to achieve it. And comment a little star with your comment if you watch this far, okay? This is crazy. I love you. Bye. Nema out.